Hey Year 9s, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to edit your illustrations for the musical poster we're doing in class. So what I want you to do is go to Photoshop and go to Open and open one of your scanned sketches. What we should have is our file like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and double click the background so that one unlocks. And with my layer selected, what I want to do is play with these adjustment options. So if you don't have the adjustment panel, you can go to Window and click Adjustments. The first one I'm going to go ahead and do is Levels, and I'm going to play with these little levers. And what I want is my blacks to become really black, my whites really white in my illustration on my screen. So I think that worked really well. Then I'm going to click back to my layer of my sketch. I'm going to use now this magic wand tool. It looks like this in the toolbar, and I'm going to select an area of black. I'm going to now right click and select similar. So what this does is selecting all the pixels that are similar to that black I originally selected. And we are going to now fill all of that with a black fill color. So to do that, I'm going to click over on my little swatch icon down the bottom, and I'm going to double click and make sure black is selected. So black should be 6 zeros in your little hashtag down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to make sure it's perfectly pure black. Click OK. So black should be the foreground color. Then I'm going to go over to my layers panel just here, and I'm going to select this icon, create new fill layer. I'm going to click solid color, and you can see now everything I selected has filled with black. I think you can actually change it. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure it is perfectly black, just like Dr. Seuss illustrations, and click OK. So now we have edited our illustration. We've got rid of all the different shades of gray. There is a couple more things to do. I'm going to click on my original layer, make sure my magic wand is selected. And what I want to do is click on the background and select the white background, click delete, and then Control D to deselect. So now we have a transparent background to our Cat in the Hat image, which is perfect when we put it into our poster design. So at this point you can save, or there are a couple other steps if you want to try this. They look like this. Make sure your layer is selected. I'm going to go ahead and find the paint bucket tool. So it looks like a little paint bucket here, and I want to put a little red color in the Cat in the Hat bow tie and maybe the hat, because I know that that's a color scheme I would like to use. So I'm going to find my color. I've selected my paint bucket, and then I can just click inside the areas that I want to be red for this particular design. Now it doesn't work well for every illustration. You're just going to have to give it a go. I think for me, my Cat in the Hat is edited at this point. So then we are going to go up to File. I'm going to save as. I'm saving this as a Photoshop file to start with. So make sure it's your Cat in the Hat, maybe sketch. Let's put edited on the end there. Our new folder can be called Edited Images. And I'm going to make sure I've saved my Photoshop file just like that. I'm also now going to export it as a TIFF. So we're going to go File, Save As. I'm going to change the file type as a TIFF. I'm going to click Save. I'm going to make sure this is this box here is ticked, Save Transparency. I'm going to click Yes, and so now my image will have a transparent background when I put it into Illustrator. So I want you to go ahead and edit all of your images in black and white. Add little pops of color if you want. It is not necessary. And then take a look at the following tutorial on how to recolor your whole artwork.